Happy Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching. This is just a quick tip. I'm not sure if I did this one before, but I have a lot of new subbies, so welcome all new subbies. And I don't think I showed this before, and some even older subbies may never have seen this. But this is just a quick tip for your stamps. I can't think of photopolymer stamps. I said this before, sometimes when I'm on videos, I swear my mind just shuts off. But, do you ever have where, I'm not that old yet. I just turned 29. But I also had LASIK eye surgery because when I was younger, my vision was very, very terrible. So when I was about 22, I decided, I'm glad I did it then when I had the money, I decided to have LASIK surgery done. It was the best thing I've ever done. I can wake up, I can see. My vision was so bad I used to bump into the walls, like at night. So it was definitely necessary for me. And it's just nice to be able to swim and go on vacations and go in oceans and not worry about your contacts falling out or have to take your contacts out at night. So you don't forget to sleep in them, don't forget not to take them out so you don't sleep in them, blah, 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 and your glasses and everything else. So anyway, those of you who may have issues too with seeing, like sometimes it's hard to see these stamps. Now these ones are newer, so they're pretty clean, but sometimes they get tough. So just a quick little trick, and if you don't mind, your stamps having color on them, this has really helped me, and for this set in particular. So right now I'm working on a scrapbook layout for Maya for her first season she just had last year, and I just signed her up for spring, is for soccer. And if you can see, I use this Pure Innocence stamp, and I use these little letters they're so tiny, and they're from Paper Tray ink, and I believe I have it on this little close to my heart envelope, but it's not. It's Paper Tray ink. And it says Simple Alphabet, Volume 2, Number 8. And I've used these so much because they fit. And you see how tiny they are? They fit in tiny spaces. However, when I first got these were impossible, and I wish I had one that wasn't stamped because you couldn't even make out what letter it was. It's still kind of hard now, but this has helped me tremendously. So all I did was I kind of took, so here's the back, the actual part where you can touch the stamps. You can take any Stays On ink color and basically just take the thing off and just kind of rub it over all your stamps, and then just let it sit there a minute, and then you can even just to get the excess off, you can pick up the whole stamp with them all in there and just kind of just push them down on a paper, and that'll get off any extra that's left in there, and then it'll leave you with this to where I can now see that this is a V, this is an M, and it's probably easier if there's something underneath it. There we go. So now I can see all my letters, where before it was like, one of these where they're clear and you can't tell like which one is this or which one is that. So if they're, your stamps to keep, and I've even sold too, because sometimes I worry, I'm like, well, what if I don't keep this and I decide to sell it? I don't think people are going to want where it's stained. I personally don't care, if you go in the scrap yard, like I wouldn't care if see how this one's got the color on it. But even if so, most people don't care if you're going to if you're worried about reselling them. Most people don't care. Like they still stamp fine as long as they stamp okay. I don't care what they look like. So yeah, so just take any of your Stays On. It has to be Stays On though. It can't just be any other ink. So take any of your Stays On and just rub it over any of your thing. Let it dry, and then just blot off the excess, and then it'll stay on your stamps to where you can read them from the back and see what they are. So hope this little tip helps, and I will be talking to you soon. Bye.